So my day did not start all that well. And it's been a series of mishaps, and I put it down to my relentless positivity that it didn't break me. So this morning, my kids were just, I can't even. And we were going to be like running right on time to school, but I thought, okay, we're out the door, we're in the car, it's fine. But we park in an underground car park that has an electronic gate, and I'm clicking the clicker, and the gate is not opening, and it doesn't take very long for me to realize that my clicker has died. So, thinking quickly on my feet, I pull back, park the car, and I say, right, we're walking to school. Now, school is not exactly close. It's not a comfortable walking distance, but it's not doable. We definitely wouldn't do it all the time, but I was like, we're late anyway. Stuff it. We're going to walk. But I'm not wearing appropriate walking shoes. I'm wearing sandals. So I think, okay, I'll pop back upstairs, put my runners on, and then we can all get going to school. Do all of that out the door. As the door slams behind me, I suddenly realize I've left my keys inside. And the problem is we are on an upper floor of a secure apartment building. I cannot get back in without my keys. So I think, okay, thinking on my feet. My wife's work is like 15, 20 minutes away. I could go get her keys and just get back on with the whole day. I can borrow her car. So I call my wife, let her know what's happened. She laughs. She's not surprised, but she laughs. I call a cab, and then I remember I have a spare key. And so me and the kids go to where I hide the spare key, but the spare key is not there. So we go hunting and looking in case the spare key has moved, and suddenly it dawns on me that there's been another time this has happened, and we've used the spare key, and the spare key is now inside the house. So back to other plan. So I call the school and let them know what's going on, because they don't think I'm crazy enough already. And we get in the cab and we go to my wife's work, and $35 later, and don't hit me up with why didn't I Uber. Listen, that's not the point of this story. $35 later, we get to my wife's work, I get the keys, we've got her car, I've now got to go pick her up later, but no problem. And I think, great, we are on our way. And we get in the car and I drive the kids to school. We're an hour late, but it's fine. It's all good. I drive home. I'm still half dressed in my pajamas. I've had no breakfast, no shower, because that was the morning I had. So I think I'm going to go inside, have something to eat, and then I'm going to sort this mess out. So I've eaten. I'm back out the door. And I walk up the road to this lovely little key cutting place that I know is there. But it's not. Poor thing, I believe, has gone the way of all small businesses during COVID and has gone. But that's okay. I've got Google. I've got Google. So I Google and I'm like, where is the nearest key cutting place? And thankfully, it's not that far away. So I walk up to the next key cutting place. And while I'm waiting for the guy to replace the battery in my remote and to cut my keys, I start fiddling with the remote. And I think, I wonder what kind of battery this is anyway. I can probably replace this myself. And then I think, why didn't I do that last time? Anyway, I was in a panic last time. So I pop it up in the back. It is the world's most generic battery. So I think, okay, I'll get him to cut me 3 spare keys. Yes, I'm going for 3 because I'm giving a number of people copies of my spare key in case this happens again. So anyway, while he's cutting the 3 keys, I pop over to the supermarket right across the road and I get the batteries. Can't get the batteries out after I've purchased them though, because they're sealed in such a way that you need scissors. So I go and I beg the lovely girl at the counter to please help me get into the batteries. I show her the receipt. I show her that I have purchased the batteries and she helps me. Okay, we're back on track. I get back over to the key cutting place. He says that'll be $24. Oh, but I don't take card. I only take cash. Okay. So I'm back across the road to the supermarket to check out the exact amount of cash that I need. I wait in line. I buy a chocolate because I'm desperate for something now. I get my $24. I go back across the road. I give the man his money. I thank him profusely. I take my 3 keys and I walk out the door. And as I'm sauntering home, I think I'm a genius. I've stayed so calm all morning. I kept the kids calm. This has gone great. I've got everything solved and it hits me like a ton of bricks. The only thing I needed to solve all of today's problems was a single battery, and there's a supermarket across the road from my house. And if the first thing I'd done when the door didn't open was walk across the road and buy a battery, I wouldn't have had any other problems to solve. A whole morning because I didn't think to fix the battery first.